series for the ages. Back and forth, a lot of tight games, a very evenly played series. And now it's all come down to this. One game, 9 innings for the World Championship, and this is what it's all about. Pull up a seat, grab some popcorn, but hang on for the ride.
Set for what should be a good one. And first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. What do they need to focus on in order to win a championship here on the road, Steve?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Corey Kluber will be the Game 7 starter here in the World Series in front of his hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, wasn't really a friend of the bullpen. Only went into the 5th inning, ended up with a no decision. He'll look to go a lot deeper in this one.
And with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, one of the great shortstops in the game, especially when you're talking about athleticism, Francisco Lindor. What he does just amazes every time out. You get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Jason Hayward will dig in now, coming off one of the best offensive performances we've seen in a World Series game for quite some time.
Well, really just a game for the ages there. He put on a one-man show, and you can bet he probably won't see the same kind of pitches that he saw last time out. He'll be a lot more careful when he's at the dish.
Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball 1 as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Lifted in the air out to left field. Brantley on the move. 1 out.
And this is one of those guys that throws what you call a heavy sinker. Normally he's going to get a lot of ground balls, but he leaves this one up in the zone. And I think he's lucky that this ball didn't get hit farther than it did.
Settling in now, Dexter Fowler. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Drilled to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Yeah, this might have caught a little too much of the inside part of the plate. I think he wants his in a little tighter, but didn't get it in all the way, and it winds up costing him.
Anthony Rizzo will get his first opportunity here in Game 7, and obviously a lot riding on every at-bat at this point.
Yeah, it's win or go home, and this is where you really have to start to lean on your stars. So he's going to have a lot of pressure on his shoulders to come up with something big.
The umpire's working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corner. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the block.
Kluber pauses. Here it is on 1-0. 2-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
That's a good pitch call right there on that fastball away. That works almost like a pitch out, just in case.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is deep down the line in right. It looks to have the distance, and it's fair. A home run. A two-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. His second home run of the series as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Digging in now, Chris Bryant, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Well, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Maybe some big game jitters here in this opening inning.
Well, I don't think anyone's immune to that. I don't care what the name on the back of your jersey is. This is not an ordinary game.
But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. Kyle Schwarber will get his first cuts here. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. 3-0 now. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Well, you can say one thing for sure. They are swinging it like they mean it. That's 3 hits already in the first inning, and this one goes for 2 bases. They're having no trouble at all seeing this guy so far.
Here's Addison Russell, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1 and 2?
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Grounded back up the middle. To his left, Lindor. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Steve, what's the key if they want to be crowned world champions here tonight?
Oh, you got to chip away. You're down by 2 after the top of the first, and that doesn't guarantee they're not going to score more runs as this game goes along, but find a way to get yourself back in this game.
Kyle Hendricks gets the ball in hostile territory here for Game 7 of the World Series. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he was not real effective in his last start. He gave up 9 hits. Going to have to limit that here in this one.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, when you talk about a position of strength, right field is one of those. This man, he has arm strength to die for. He could throw it from the wall. He could probably throw it from the darn stands. I hope he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
Francisco Lindor comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Yeah, probably not an ideal at-bat from your leadoff hitter here in the first. You'd like him to stretch that count a little, try and work his way on base. Instead, he rolls over on the first pitch, and he's gone before you know it.
Rajai Davis will stand in, and this pitching staff has kept his bat silent throughout the series so far.
Yeah, just 2 hits for him so far, but you got to figure he's due. I don't think they're going to hold him down all series long.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, this one looked like one of EK's 4 irons. He just kind of shanks this thing right down the right field line, but he manages to drop it just inside the chalk line, and that's a thing of beauty.
Michael Brantley will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bryant waits on it. 2 down. And with 2 away now, it's time to take our final look this year at our playoff brackets. Boy, it seems like so long ago that we got things started in the divisional rounds, but we will officially have our champion by the conclusion of play tonight. So a runner at first with 2 away, and standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat-and-mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily.
Just checking.
A runner on first with 2 away. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
And you wonder if maybe he was taken there because he thought his runner was going to be moving from first.
And the runner will get back standing.
Keeping him close.
And there goes Davis. Shot weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. The Cubbies are in front, 2-0. Ben Zobrist makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 8, designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler will stand in, and you see the numbers for the series so far. He's really been one of their unsung heroes.
Well, it seems like in just about every series, you get that one guy who really steps up, and he's been that guy so far.
Kluber gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Bases are empty, one man out. That one's in there on the black, 2-1. Swing and a high chopper. Uribe's got it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, on a slow chopper like that, third baseman's ball, if he can get to it, he's got the momentum going the right way towards first base. So he'll just cut right in front of the shortstop and make that play to first.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
2 out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Carlos Santana strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
First baseman, Carlos Santana.
And that's in there for strike one. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
And tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
And that misses 2-2. Still 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. Jose Ramirez will stand in now following leadoff walk. And might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Flip of his glove for 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Batting 7th, right fielder, Marlon Byrd.
Oh, that is a sweet play right there. He's trying to get this ball to second quickly, so he fields it and scoops this thing all in one motion.
Marlon Byrd standing in. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Full count. Here it comes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Jason Hayward says we are all set to begin the third. Kluber sets his sights. First pitch on the way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
And 1 away now here in the Chicago third.
He got caught in a situation where he had to protect with 2 strikes. He's probably fortunate he even got wood on this one, but it didn't matter much as this turns into an easy little soft liner.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Davis on the run. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
And after giving up those 2 first-inning runs, he's really been able to settle down, and now that's 6 in a row he's retired.
Anthony Rizzo is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And he is in there.
Left fielder, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the two-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball one. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up on that inside corner, or this guy will bury you.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. So 2-2 now. You go back to the curveball here?
I'd stay away. I'd go curveball or even slider, but I got to get it out over the plate.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Roberto Perez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Roberto Perez.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Drilled down the line. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
You talk about a guy who really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. He's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Juan Uribe settles into the box for his first chance. Sacrifice attempt here. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Francisco Lindor will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher, but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Bouncer down the line. Rizzo scoops it up, and they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up.
Yeah, that's a smart play over there at first. He knows he likely won't have a shot anywhere else, so he makes sure to get that one out on the tag. And you don't want to take a chance at throwing it around and not getting anybody.
Here's the first pitch to him. Rajai Davis stands in as he looks at a cold strike. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Gonna be a tough play. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more from the big one. Game 7. Kyle Schwarber is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's thrown first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well. And we're in the middle of this ballgame.
He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth.
Now batting,
Addison Russell stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Hot shot on the ground to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out. Into the box, Ben Zobrist. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Now
Jorge Soler stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Here comes the 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Michael Brantley, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
A windup and the 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Boy, Michael Brantley certainly has blossomed into one of the elite players in this league. He's a good all-around talent, and in 2014 was really his coming-out party.
That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now. Yeah, 2014 was really an outstanding year for Mr. Brantley. He went to the All-Star game for the first time, won a Silver Slugger, and ended up 3rd in the AL MVP voting.
That's pretty amazing. Not only that, he was a 20-20 guy. He had exactly 20 bombs and ended up swiping 23 bases.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Jason Kipnis stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
You know, some of Jason Kipnis' teammates affectionately call him Dirtbag because he has a habit of giving his body up and getting his uniform dirty on every play. And you got to love a guy like that.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Well, with all the bases Kipnis is capable of stealing, it's no surprise why his uniform is so dirty all the time. He stole more than 30 in 2012 and 13, 22 bags in 2014.
Yeah, and not quite as many steals in 2015, but his overall production was still pretty great, especially for a second baseman.
Carlos Santana will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. 2 sinkers down in the zone. No surprise what they're after here.
Yeah, and this guy's no dummy at the plate. He knows exactly what they're trying to do. It's not like he just fell off the turnip truck.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Set. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. So here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but you see him have to hold up to make sure the baseball doesn't hit him. And by the time he gets going again, he knows he'll have to hold on at second base.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
That's just another cut fastball, trying to work that thing back to the outside corner. But he's not getting that call right now, nor is he getting guys to chase it.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Bryant is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Marlon Byrd gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Into the seats, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And there's ball one. 2 down, runners at first and second. And this one gets away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. One, two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. They trail. Heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Huber steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Hit hard to short. Lindor on the grass. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. 7th and final game of the World Series as you get a look at our line score to this point in this emotionally charged contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Scorched to third. Uribe has it on to first, and there are 2 down.
The batter, number 24.
Dexter Fowler will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
And he falls behind 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Just inside. Not by much. It's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Chop fouled over towards the dugout. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Now a ball hit hard but fouled as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Heading for second now is Fowler. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
First baseman, number 40.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight.
Your attention.
So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Trevor Bauer is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Swing and a liner. 2 out here and a runner at second. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Has to be thinking strikeout here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. One left for the Cubs. Roberto Perez will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Juan Uribe did his job in his first at-bat, laying down a successful sacrifice bunt.
Yeah, and he's already shown that he can get the job done once, so I have to expect that he's going to try and lay down another one right here.
Sacrifice attempt here, and reined in one away.
Now batting.
Francisco Lindor will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. One out and a runner on second base. And that misses, ball four. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Up next for Cleveland.
So runners at first and second here with one away. And stepping in is the center fielder, Rajai Davis. First offering on its way. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
Here's Michael Brantley as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. Hit down the line at first. Backhanded. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So a strong start on the... Chris settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the sixth. Bauer's ready. First pitch on its way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to second. Kipnis has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The batter, catcher.
Kyle Schwarber digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And that's going to be high 2-2 now. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Addison Russell will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his two trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if he can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Rounded down the third baseline. Oh, look at Uribe. Got him.
Woo, no problem.
They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. Game 7 rolls on. We're back after this. Jason Kipnis will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the sixth.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Hit hard towards center, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Carlos Santana stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, this crowd's been something else here in this series. They are really making it tough on him out there.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And you can tell he's starting to get a little jumpy out there. He's got to take his time and really focus in on the glove.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Boy, a leadoff single, now a 3-0 count. Not exactly the way you want to start things out on the mound.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Shot foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. To short, hit hard. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by.
Yeah, back-to-back singles here to start the inning, and that probably warrants a look at his line to this point. The numbers haven't been too bad all told, but he's got a situation unfolding right here that could cause those numbers to change in a hurry.
Jose Ramirez will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. So a runner at third, 2 men are out, and standing in now is Marlon Byrd. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Hit hard toward first, and that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
That's a good at-bat right there. He comes through with a 2-out RBI to make sure they get something out of this inning after that double play nearly wiped things out.
Roberto Perez started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Back here in Cleveland, on to the 7th inning now in Game 7. But before we start, we take a look at our game summary to this point. Brian Shaw is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Ben Zobrist is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Tap fouled at home plate. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Jorge Soler will step in. A ground out victim his last time.
Jorge Soler.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Shoots this one to first, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Third baseman.
Yeah, that's not a bad pitch right there. The ball's down in the zone, but he does a really nice job of getting the barrel through the hitting zone and squaring it up. He just can't elevate that pitch enough to get it over the infielder's head.
Here's Tommy La Stella now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel, 2-1 our score. 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Davis sprinting after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Joe Nathan will get the ball now as he'll take over home 7th.
Joe.
Leading off the inning, Juan Uribe, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Nathan has the target. Here it is on 0-1. Oh, he breaks off a beauty there. 0-2 now.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Francisco Lindor stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way.
Lindor.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Under it is Russell, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder.
Rajai Davis comes forward for another shot after being robbed of a hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it was an absolute showstopper. All you can do is get back up there and try to hit the ball hard once again.
2 out, nobody on. Hit hard down the line. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Yeah, tying runs on base now with 2 outs, and who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Michael Brantley. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And he takes ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Line toward the alley in left center. Bryant is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. And there is Jason Hayward. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. In there at the knees, strike 1. Cold strike, 0-2.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there, a ball and 2 strikes.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Yeah, in the 8th inning of a one-run game, it's always important to get that first out. Put that offense on their back heels.
Dexter Fowler will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Cut fastball inside, ball one. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Down the third baseline. Gloved by Uribe. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Anthony Rizzo will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Everything away here, and with pretty good reason.
Yeah, they'll say left field, it's all yours. You want to beat us that way? Go ahead and do it.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
And you know, working inside is great. Even backing guys off is fine when the time's right, but you need to be careful here in the late innings when your guys are already down.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Pedro Strop is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Jason Kipnis will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Carlos Santana is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Right side and right into the shift. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Jose Ramirez stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Marlon Byrd will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters. Make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied.
Man, he is all fired up standing down there at second base, and why not? You come up, you drive a ball into the gap for a double, get the tying run home, and everybody's happy.
Nelson Ferreira will come on here looking to get the final out in the home half of inning number 8. Roberto Perez will stand in now in as pressure-filled a spot as one could imagine, with this World Series potentially hanging in the balance. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Not close. It's 2-0.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Here's the 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, third baseman,
Juan Uribe steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. It's 1-0.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He got him, and the go-ahead run will be left stranded at second base. But the tying run comes across to score here, as this one looks like it'll go to the wire. 8 innings are complete. We're on to the 9th in Game 7, and we are tied 2-2. And welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Cody Allen comes on now, trying to keep this ball game tied. Chris Bryant will dig in to lead things off here in what's been a very evenly played game so far.
I'll say tie game, tie series. Hard to get much more evenly matched than what we've seen so far.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make them bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, it's been a long afternoon for this guy. A couple of strikeouts to go along with that 0 for 4, but you know there's going to be better days ahead for this guy because he can play.
Striding into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. A solo shot here to left. His third home run of this series. And it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
Now batting,
Here's Addison Russell.
Addison Russell.
As he'll take a look at ball one.
Counts 1-0.
And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Grounder down the line at third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him.
No way. That was awesome.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Stepping in, Ben Zobrist, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And we all know he's a much better hitter from the other side.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. That one's going to find the seats, strike one. Allen's ready, 1-1 on its way. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him, a ball and 2 strikes. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
When a pitcher's close to getting through a quick inning, this is where you really need to grind out your at-bats, especially as a bottom-of-the-order guy, so this is a good job so far.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Bird retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. And some dramatics here in the top of the ninth as this home run gives them the lead. Last chance coming up for the Tribe. And Chicago's taking a 3-2 lead. Hector Rondon is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Francisco Lindor will come forward now trying to stave off elimination as he'll get the first crack at things here in their half of the ninth.
It's so hard to believe that everything they've worked for all season long comes down now to these final 3 outs.
Look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he's set down, 1 away.
And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't trade places with that guy for anything. I mean, this would sting on a 95-degree afternoon in Arlington. But on a cold night like this, he's going to be feeling that for a couple of hours. That's called a good old-fashioned jam sandwich.
Here's Rajay Davis now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. This is in the air out to right field. Hayward is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Left fielder number 23, Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. First pitch of the at-bat. He'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Swing and a ground ball. This could do it. And after years, decades of futility, we can finally say the words. The Chicago Cubs have won the World Series.
Well, let the celebrating begin. This is a World Series for the ages. And it came down to a Game 7, but all along, I really felt like this was the better team, and they proved it here. They are the world champions.
Back now on the show. More reactions now to this series-clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.
What a game. That concludes my baseball simulation for this year. I will be putting in another franchise, single-player franchise and career mode later. Tonight's paid attendance at Progressive Field, 43,345. If you're an Indian fan, I have another clip where the Indians actually win it. Check that out. So that's a pretty good game as well. Alright, I'm out of here. Take it easy. Peace.